We're
But
live. We're live. We're live.
all right, but it's working now.
Yeah, we're live right now. I'm gonna check if the link is working and everything, and then we can start. Like for the YouTube, I always cut out the first part anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
It does say starting soon, so I think you're right.
yeah.
That's really weird.
It for me it doesn't work at school if I press the link. Oh wait.
Uh,
No. You mean this link, right, bro? The
Which one?
Riverside link.
Yeah. We mean the same link, but for some reason the link from Riverside is not working, but I'm not sure why
No,
that is. So I'm gonna
I
check
think
one more time. Otherwise,
they
I'm
have
just gonna put it on.
yeah, but there I got a notification, right, that they have some kind of error. I believe it's on their end, so
Oh,
like
really?
there's actually something not working as of now.
Okay.
Riverside.
Just I'm just not sure if are we live on YouTube now? Okay, check YouTube.
If I can find your channel. What's it called again? Oh, here. I see it. Oh, yeah. It's working.
Cool. Are we live?
It's working. YouTube is working. Yeah, we are live at YouTube.
Okay, we're live.
Yeah, we're live at
Okay, cool.
YouTube.
That's nice. Then I'll just make sure to. Alright, then I'll put the YouTube link in there again. Um, because
All right.
that works. So that's YouTube. Yeah. Okay, cool. It says like welcome to our live show, so I'm not sure.
At YouTube or at
Yeah.
Riverside?
Let me see. Yeah. On YouTube.
Yeah, which one?
No, I got it. Okay, so it's updated right now, so everyone should be able to join.
1 second, my
Yeah.
hay fever.
Uh, YouTube.
Let me grab some water in the meanwhile.
Sure. Uh,
All right.
all right. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Cool. Um. All right, I'm ready to go. You too.
I'm ready. Always ready.
Always ready. Okay, awesome. There we go. There's a new way to make money on school. And if you're a creator who is passionate about what you do, then this could seriously change everything. Because just 2 weeks ago, I launched my school community, and using this exact same method, it allowed me to close 4 sales that are worth $12,000. And if you don't know me, my name is Avatar Dan, and I started completely lost on school over 1 year ago. But after learning from the best in the market, like Hormozy, Max Version, Sam Alphonse, Andrew Kirby, and many more, I got a grasp of like what is working and what isn't, especially after coaching over 100 people on how to make money on school. So now I've started my own school community and I'm documenting the entire journey from zero to $1 million together with my mastermind clients. And we're sharing everything along the way, the wins and the lessons. For And for this episode, we're going to cover how I was doing amazing, feeling on top of the world, and then I lost all my energy. We're going to cover the new way of school and how I booked 6 sales calls in 2 days. And the one change that helped me go from 3 sales, helped me get 3 sales and go from 25 with a 50% closing rate. So I changed one thing and it helped me get a 50% closing rate. So, welcome to episode 2. And today I've got my right hand man, Bram, with me. Bram, before we dive in, when you saw like those 3 sales coming in, like, what was your reaction?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Dan. Thank you for having me again. I'm looking forward to this second episode. Yeah, what I was thinking at that right moment, I was like amazed but not surprised because I knew like that you were preparing a lot of stuff beforehand, and the things that you did for the last weeks basically fell into place. So yeah, it was very nice to see, and of course the also the pace which everything is going. It's very nice to see. So yeah, amazed, not surprised.
That's cool, man. That's cool. I like it. I mean, yeah, it took me a while, like also like to get here as well, like in terms of like my own foundations and my own lessons. But then
Yeah.
I believe like when everything is in place on like a personal level and everything, then the success in your business should follow, right? Like your business in a way like a
Mhm.
reflection of who you are.
Mhm. Yeah. 100%. 100%. Yeah, and it's
Awesome,
nice to
awesome.
see those steps being made, right? And like the progress. It's very nice to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm really grateful for all the progress and the lessons. So I'm excited to dive in on this episode. And we're going to start with
Yeah.
something I don't think you know either. So that's gonna be kind of cool, I believe. So yeah, let's dive in.
Some new stuff.
Some new stuff. Yes, 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 yes. So
Nice.
first of all, like I was doing amazing, and then I lost all my energy. So basically, like to dive into this first, what happened is like I kind of like felt on top of the world. Everything went well, made my 6 sales and everything, and then something happened and it totally shifted my energy, and I was like doing really bad. And it all
Mhm.
comes down like to frequencies. In our lives, we have like high frequencies and we have low frequencies. So, have you
Mhm.
ever seen this chart, Bram?
No. No. I've heard
Okay.
like
So,
a little bit about
uh
frequencies and vibrations, but I've never seen this chart actually.
okay. So basically, it comes down to like the level of like, the frequency that you're vibrating on.
Mhm.
Determines like how you will experience life. So, for example,
Mhm.
if you feel really bad and feel like shameful or like you have guilt about something, then you'll experience a
Mhm.
very low frequency, which results in like not attracting money, not attracting like the life that you want, and like overall having a really bad experience, right?
Mhm.
Now, have you ever had these moments where you like were full of joy, full of peace, everything went like smooth and everything, and you've like attracted a lot of money in that time, most likely?
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's
Yeah,
the other
it's
side of it,
it's
right?
actually
That's what, yeah.
it's actually nice to see this. Like I haven't ever like really thought about it this way. That if like you're feeling a certain way that makes you like have another frequency, another vibration that actually causes you to attract stuff differently, like more or less
Yeah,
money, other people, for example. Interesting.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's really interesting. So basically, like the lesson here is like you want to like go to this expanded version of yourself, right? Because then you will attract the sales and the calls and everything, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and just the life that you want. So basically, this is what
Mm-hmm.
happened to me, right? I went from like this enlightenment, like feeling amazing, all the way down, whoop, towards like shame and everything, and like being really feeling really bad. And I want to like share this
Mm-hmm.
story so maybe like you or other people can relate as well with it. And ultimately,
Yeah.
this all ties into making money from your passion, right? Because once again, you are a reflection of your business. So if you are not
Yeah.
feeling good, if you are like on a low frequency, then ultimately you will not make more money. So the higher you can
Mhm.
get your frequency, the easier it will be to make money from your passion. And that's also one of the ways how I was able to make 3 sales this week.
Mhm.
So basically, what
All right,
happened
man.
is after our call last week, I felt super inspired. I felt like amazing, right? We were like on this journey together, $1 million. We're
Mhm.
helping other people. People start like seeing results and everything. We are starting to seeing results. And this on Monday,
Was a nice
I
kickoff.
set like four calls. Yeah, exactly. It was a really nice kickoff, right?
Yeah.
I feel like purposeful and everything. So I booked those 4 calls. I'm like, oh my god, it's working. Like it's freaking working, right? So
Mhm.
I feel like really enlightened because I know if it's working for me, then it's worked for other people well, right? And that's like my main drive. Like
Yeah,
I
for
want to
sure.
help other people do the
Yeah.
same thing.
Mhm.
Exactly. So what happened, I made this commitment with myself that I would not ejaculate, right? I would not
Mhm.
do that because I want to preserve my sexual energy so that I have more energy
Mhm.
to give, right? So that's a commitment I made
Yeah.
with myself. But what
Mhm.
happened, I broke my commitment. So I was getting on it in the bedroom, and
Mhm.
then I just like I felt probably like released, like or like a sense of like, it's fine, like after making 3 sales and earning like $12,000 basically in 2 days, I was like,
Mhm.
I deserve it, right? Like I can let go of it.
Mhm.
And then
Mhm.
that happened, and I let go, and then I felt like this grief. I felt like so bad about
Mhm.
myself because I didn't follow my commitment, right? So what
Mhm.
happened basically? I was feeling this enlightenment. I'm feeling amazing. I attract the sales. I attract the calls and everything, and then I break my commitment with myself, and I go from here all the way down, like whop, all the way to like grief, right? So like from 700, like
Mhm.
level 700, you can say your frequency 700 towards 75. So like divided by 10 because I felt
Mhm.
regret. I was like feeling not good about myself, right? So what happened after
Yeah,
that?
right.
And like you probably have you had ever a moment like this? Everything goes well, and then you do something, then whoop, you go down.
Yeah, yeah, I've had some of these moments. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, and that's like
We all have
I'm
them.
pretty
We all have them. Right?
yeah, it's pretty interesting to see this chart, for example, because yeah, I'm actually thinking a lot right now because I didn't ever thought about this way, the vibrations and the frequencies and what that influences. So yeah, but go on. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So and we all have this, right? So like, but the thing is, if we're below this red line here, then like we're starting to attract bad
Mhm.
things. All right. So it's literally the opposite of
Mhm.
above this line. So like here is like natural,
Mhm.
like everything flows naturally. Here's like you're attracting bad things, and here you're attracting good things, right? So I was below
Mhm.
this red line. It's like a danger zone, you can call, right? So what happened?
Yeah.
I was like coaching, and I was like doing quite a good coaching session. So I felt like a little bit better. But like I still like noticed afterwards, right, that I was like in my desire here. So I had a sales
Mhm.
call, and I was like really like craving for that sale. I noticed in myself.
Mhm.
I was like, I needed that sale in a way, right? And I didn't know it at the time. I thought I was here. I thought I was like, no, I'm doing it from like my enlightenment. I want to help you, this and that. But when I look back on it, I wasn't. I was craving for that sale,
Mhm.
right? Um.
Yeah.
So what happened? I didn't help that person. I really didn't
Mhm.
help that person, and I was just like trying to like pull it out of him, right? And
Mhm.
um, not only did he say no, and that
Mhm.
made me feel rejected, but even worse, like he literally like he think he like what I felt like he felt like I was pushing too much, and even he's like someone I know, right? So because of that, I felt ashamed of myself,
Mhm.
right? So I went all the way here, right? So I went from feeling rejected to like feeling ashamed and everything. And then I
Mhm.
went on my lowest frequency, and I went to like my worst habit that I can do for myself, which is like masturbation. Like super
Mhm.
humiliating, right? I felt
Mhm.
miserable. I felt frustrated. So I went from this highest high, helping other people, change the world and everything, and then like in one day,
Mhm.
whomp, I went all the way
Mhm.
down to my lowest low, right? And
Yeah.
This, like, it destroyed my momentum. It completely destroyed my momentum, right? So, and to show this in like actionable, and that's how you can probably relate as well. We have this sheet, and like
Yeah.
in a nutshell, what it comes down to: if I do these actions every day, then I'll have a six pack, I'll make 10 sales, and I'll book 50 calls. It just comes down to that.
Yeah.
And as you can see,
Yeah.
I had a pretty good start this week, and then after this happened,
Mm-hmm.
I completely fucked up. You see?
Mm-hmm. Now I can't see
And
the.
the
Oh
reason
yeah, now
why,
I can see the scores.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. And then the reason why I'm sharing this is because it's all about like what we do with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's all about what we do with those moments. And
Mm-hmm.
for me, for example, what I did with it is like I not only I paused penetration together with my girl. So I said like, hey, we can't do this anymore. I have to like preserve this part of myself because
Mm-hmm.
apparently I can't like keep in control with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I need your help with it. And then I
Mm-hmm.
saw this girl on YouTube, and she was talking about spirituality, breaking patterns, and everything. So what I did,
Mm-hmm.
I booked a call with her. I got on the call, and I invested $2,400 in myself to solve this,
Mm-hmm.
so I can stay in that higher frequency. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
sharing this publicly right here
Mm-hmm.
because we don't have to shame ourselves. We all make mistakes, and I
Mm-hmm.
want to like get a little bit like get rid of the taboo about these types of things because it's okay. Like we all make mistakes right there, and here it's about like what we do with it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
yeah, before we go on, like what are your thoughts on this, on like the frequencies and everything, and yeah, ever had those moments and everything? Like let's have open convo about it.
Like moments where I went to another vibration frequency and it like went from good to bad to like way like from good to bad
Yeah, for
very
example, yeah.
quickly.
What are your thoughts if you hear this? I mean, put it like this.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can I
exactly. So
can
what are your thoughts if you hear this? Like,
yeah, I've had those moments, of course, for myself, and what I already said, like it's very interesting to put it in this perspective of these vibrations and these frequencies, and I think it gives a lot of perspective on how to keep momentum and how to lose it as well, and that if you go from a high to a lower frequency, that means you will also attract people and stuff which is on a lower frequency and like not good for you, and so this shows how important it is to keep momentum and keep disciplined in certain areas of your life to keep getting the results you want to get. And I think it's nice you actually invested in yourself, make commitment, and to go to the next level, basically. And I'm curious to
yeah,
see what it actually is and what like actually will be taught in the thing you invested in.
yeah, like truly, yeah, for sure. Um, just one. Is my camera not working? Oh, it is working.
No,
Okay,
it's
nice.
not working that well.
Okay, I think working again.
Yeah, now it's working
Cool.
again.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, like I think it's really good to like be aware of this, right? Because often we think
Mhm,
it's only about like business and strategies and booking calls and everything, but ultimately,
mhm,
like we are attracting calls, sales, and everything based off our how we feel of our like frequency, right? So I think it's great
mhm.
to keep in mind and be aware of it. Like when are we going down, and how can we prevent things like that in order for us to yeah like live the life that we want, right, and help the people that we want to be helping.
Yeah, for sure. And if we're talking about like sales in general, there's someone who speaks a lot about this. His name is Josh Lyons. We spoke about him for a couple of times. He talks a lot about like
Mhm.
the in internal work and internal mastery you have to do to become the best salesperson or help people at the truly best you can to your best ability. Like I think you can put it this way: like, how are you gonna help people and make a sale, for example, and like truly help people if you can't help yourself and if you can't control yourself? Like, that's basically impossible, because it will not be authentic if you're saying stuff to people and let them overcome their fear, for example, and you can't overcome your own fear, or you can't like put yourself outside of your comfort zone. How are you gonna transfer that? I also noticed that sometimes.
Yeah,
Not gonna talk about it too much now, but like, yeah, I think that that's a real thing, and I think you can, with the vibrations and your frequencies, you can put it in a perspective and make like build a system around that. Keep that in control for yourself.
yeah, yeah. No, I totally agree. I think like if you can't help yourself, you can't help anyone else, right? So it's
No,
about
no.
like it's basically like a spider, right? Like a spider, for example.
Yeah.
First thing he does, like he builds a home, right? He builds a foundation, he builds a web, and after that web is like completed, that's when he attracts like his sales or like attracts like the insects, right? That he can eat.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to have
Yeah.
like that web. You need to have that foundation for yourself first before you can attract what you want.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think there should be a balance, right? Because there should be a balance between like the internal work and the things you think about and the things you work on for yourself to keep your mind everything at stable, but you should also just do the work. There is like a middle ground in that, I believe. But I think without
Absolutely,
one
absolutely.
of those, you
It's
can't have.
all yeah, it's all
Yeah,
about yin and yang. Like
yeah.
always. Like so
But
definitely.
also
Like you
not
need
too
to like put
much.
in the
But also
work,
not
like
too
get into
much.
the trenches and everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that's like a very interesting
So
topic
yeah. Like
between like, is balance needed between those two, or should you just go? Because you have a lot of people saying different stuff, right?
yeah, I think like yeah.
And I'm
Yeah, I mean like you
like
should
referring
definitely
to
just go.
Alex
Like I
Ramosi
think it
also.
starts with that.
There was a little bit of of lag between our
That delay
between
is
us.
so amazing.
Yeah, there is a little
Yeah.
bit of delay, but also like like the quality of like how I see you is like is pretty bad. And if I look at YouTube now,
Yeah, yeah, but
it's
like that
also pretty bad.
yeah,
But
but like the
the
recording, like that's
recording,
actually live should be good.
yeah, 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 like the recording, yeah, that should be no, but yeah, if you look at like the live video right now, I'm gonna look. Yeah, the quality is like the same as here. But if we when you upload like the
Yeah,
actual
if you
video to
record
YouTube, that's okay. But we should look into that, bro, because like the quality of the live stream should also not be this bad. Like we can compensate with the
yeah,
things
yeah,
we
we'll
talk about for
definitely look into
sure. But
that. There's some yeah. Well, there's some benefit and some downside to Costa Rica, you know.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. I don't
yeah,
know if
that's
it's if
I
that's
think
the
like we
case.
can like
But
dive
let's dive
very
in.
deep into frequencies and everything.
Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, this is also of everything to
let's
do with
dive in on it.
frequencies.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. So basically, to dive a little bit in the other side of business, which is the hard side, let's say, like
Hmm.
the thing that helped me a lot to make more sales and everything is obviously the new way of booking calls and everything.
Hmm.
And basically, in a nutshell, the new way to make money on school is called having a freemium school group. And a
Hmm.
freemium school group comes down to having one school community. And this
Hmm.
one school community you bring traffic towards in organic or like paid. And because this school group is
Hmm.
going to be valuable and more people like find it through school, you get free traffic from school. And the school about page has like 20% conversion rate. So that means that for 20%, that's really high. Normally, like any conversion rate is like 10 or like 5% and everything. So you can get
Yeah, of like a general
a very
funnel,
easy
you
way to
mean?
get leads, right? Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yes, exactly. So by having this one group, you can like call people that get into your group straight away. So that's what I'm doing. Like whenever someone joins, I just give them a call. Like, hey, super excited to have you here. Like, what brought you to the limited school? And it allows me to book them uh, into a call. And that's how I booked like six
Mm-hmm.
calls in like 2 or 3 days. And from those six calls, I closed 50%, which allowed me to make 3 sales of $3,000 contracted.
There was also like a little bit of a change, right, with your with the conversion, and there were a little bit few things we talked about earlier this week. Something you changed on your about page.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We changed a couple of things. We're trying to like get the conversion rate up right now. So basically, what we did here is I removed the VSL, the video sales letter, and just have a picture right now to see if the conversion rate goes up. Because I started with like 16% conversion
Mm-hmm.
rate, and now it dropped quite
Mm-hmm.
hard to I think 6 or 7 even. So we're trying
After
to
that
test
change.
out with just a nah. Well, like probably it is around this right now. So we're gonna test this for like
Mm-hmm.
7 days to see if it goes up
Mm-hmm.
or down.
Mm-hmm.
But all in all, like bringing people to your free about page is really good because you can ask for their number um, and their email address in like the membership questions.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Make sure to not
and then
show
also
any
like I'm using a
phone numbers now, Dan.
yeah. I won't show any phone numbers. Like using like software that like can verify the phone number as well, which is really cool. And all in all, it just helps to book calls because people will join the the limited school, and I can just like call them up, set them for a sales call, and then after that, I can try to close them, obviously. So it's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Yeah, and also a very nice
So yeah,
picture
what are
there.
your thoughts on this model, this new model? Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think this
very
is
nice
great.
picture.
Yeah, I think this is great, bro. This model, like, it's not too complicated, but it's like it's yeah, it's simple basically if you apply it correctly. And are a few things you should keep in mind, like for example the time before um, reaching out, or the time after the people applied, that you should reach out to them if they applied for a membership to your free community. There are a little yeah, a few things you should keep in mind, but other than that, I think it's like simple and it's scalable, and it's already been proven, right? A lot of times.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, otherwise, I wouldn't make six sales and 6 sales calls and
Yeah,
two three sales, right?
yeah, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
that's nice.
all right, cool. Yeah. So that's basically like the new way of like how to make money on school. And
Mm-hmm.
then another thing that's really cool here is that what I learned is that like you really need to call leads as soon as possible because like when
Mm-hmm.
someone um books a or like gets into or like it becomes a lead, like it makes a request. If you call them within 5 minutes, they're 21 more likely to buy than after 30 minutes.
You gave it a very nice example in a call we had earlier this week. Like a little,
Oh
you gave a nice example, like
yeah, yeah, that's a good example.
for to explain
Yeah,
this.
imagine like you go to
A
a
metaphor.
massage salon, right, or like a haircut salon, whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
and you go to that salon, and then you press the doorbell, and you're waiting for them to like help you give you a massage. The thing is
Mm-hmm.
that when you're doing that, it is and no one comes like for the next minutes, then how long are you gonna stand there, right? Maybe 1 minute passes, no one comes. You're like, okay, is someone gonna help me, right? 2 minutes, 3 minutes, right? But after like five
Mhm.
minutes, most likely you're gonna be like, fuck this, right? I'm gonna
Five
like look
minutes?
for the next saloon. I want to get help from there. Like that's probably a long
Yeah.
time, right? Like
Five
probably
minutes.
faster, right?
I don't know how much massage salons you have in Costa Rica, and maybe it's like there you have to wait. You have to drive an hour for the next one. Then I would wait like 5 minutes, but
Yeah, I mean, like there's been like moments where like I've waited 5 minutes, yeah. But if it looks really nice and
yeah.
I think like someone is gonna help me, but then like I'm not sure,
Mm,
I'm like, is it someone coming or
mhm,
not? Like you just don't know. I've waited 5 minutes.
mhm.
So the same is with like
Yeah.
leads, right? Everyone thinks like you need hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of leads, but the truth is like we don't. You just need a couple leads and like make sure to be on them and like focus on them and actually like
Mhm.
get them in order for you to make money, in order for you to make sales.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, and I think like have you seen like more like in general, is it normal to or is it usual for like community owners or people who have a school community or people who have like a business in general to reach out after 5 minutes or within like as like you should not be creepy, right? You should not like reach out in like 5 seconds because that's weird. I think, right? That's weird or not? Don't you think
You
that's a
can
little bit
if
weird
you
to like
if you
really
are
reach out?
like, bro, like no, not at all. Like imagine, right? You're going to this massage salon, you press the bell, and within five
Yeah.
seconds someone opens. You're like, nice.
Yeah, okay, but then I think that metaphor that yeah, okay. Do you actually
It's the
think
same thing.
isn't it like a little bit too
It's the same
needy
thing.
to
It's
like
the
reach out in
absolute same thing.
yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah,
No,
I think
like
you're right.
absolutely not. Let's say Bram, you're going to like join a school community, right? And you want to learn
Mhm.
about how to like become even stronger, right? You apply for that
Mhm.
school community, and they say like, "Hey, we're gonna
Mhm.
fortify you, right?" And within
Mhm.
5 seconds, you get a phone call. What's your reaction?
Yeah, I think it really depends on how they frame themselves and what's on the about page, any like VSL video. Because if it has like
Yeah,
any
someone like
scarcity element in it or something, but for a free
yeah,
community,
and they basically
yeah, I
say
don't know.
like,
It's a free community, right? That's a big difference. Like if it was for a paid community, maybe that would apply to it would be better to wait like a little bit. But for like a free community, for yeah, like becoming a member, I no, I think it's actually what you're saying is actually yeah, absolutely right. Yeah, yeah, and I think the metaphor does apply
yeah. I
like
mean, like
fully
imagine,
there.
right? Someone you apply for that free community. You apply for a reason. You
Mm-hmm.
want to learn how to become stronger, right? Or
Yeah,
you want to learn how to
yeah,
make money online, whatever it is.
yeah,
So like when you
yeah.
apply and someone calls you like, "Hey, Bram, hey, I just saw that you applied for the Limitless School. Um,
Mm-hmm.
awesome, super excited to be here. I know there's a lot of stuff inside of the Limitless School, and I just want to make sure that you like
Mm-hmm.
know how to navigate through it. Did someone
Mm-hmm.
already reach out to you to
Mm-hmm.
check in with you?
Okay.
You'll be like,
No.
no. Oh,
Are
okay,
we gonna
awesome.
role
Well,
play like
like
here? We're
if
gonna
you
role
give me
play
just
here.
yeah, well, like we can, right? But like just like to give you an example,
Oh.
basically, right? Like I think like the
Mhm.
delay is too much to like role play,
Yeah,
but
the role
basically,
play with the delay is not.
if we like no, exactly, it's really hard,
Like
right? So
you,
we have to wait
we
every 10
both
seconds.
wait
Um,
for each other's answer.
exactly, exactly. But
Oh.
basically, in a nutshell, like if I will be genuine, like, hey, I'm just looking to like know from you, like, what is it that you're looking to get out of this, so I can like point
Mhm.
you towards the right into the right direction, into the limit of the school. Would you be open to that? Like, then it
Mhm.
feels good.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean it works, right? It works because you've done it. Like, but to go back to my circle back to my question, if we have like one thing we are gonna do, and if I ask too much questions about a certain thing, you have to say that down because we should not talk too much about one subject. But okay, to circle back to my question, like how many businesses or communities like actually reach out fast? How much of them do that? Is it like
More like
usual?
1%, maybe less.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you think that there's like a lot to gain there, right?
For sure. I mean, like Alex Ramosi
Mm-hmm.
told this story, right, about this company
Mm.
that paid
Yeah,
this girl like $2,500 a month.
yeah.
And the only
I
thing
know.
she had
I've
to
seen the
do
video.
is like be in front of her laptop or the computer or the phone and literally
Mm-hmm.
wait until there comes a lead and straight up call them. That's the only thing she does.
Yeah,
And they have like one or two leads
yeah,
a day, right? And they pay her like
yeah.
full time to like just answer the leads. And the reason why they do it is because every lead is like worth, or every sale is like worth like tens of thousands of dollars. So if she gets even one person every quarter
Mm-hmm.
to say yes,
Mm-hmm.
because she calls straight up, it's worth it.
Yeah. Okay. So can we actually like couple the or use the vibrations and the frequencies? Can we like use that to explain this? Could you, or could you try, or is it like not a thing? Because when
I
like
mean,
what
like
I'm trying to
ultimately,
say,
that's
like
yeah.
yeah, what I'm like trying to say is when people want to join the community, but maybe I'm saying something which is like total BS, can be, but like when people want to like join and where they're at that moment, like in the heat of the moment, then aren't they at like a certain frequency or a certain vibration that you need to keep momentum in then
Well,
before they go to like another frequency?
yeah. Well, this is a great question actually. Like, I like it. I mean, like like honestly, to be honest, like I haven't dove in this myself that yet. But like when you think about it, right? Let's say
Mm-hmm.
someone starts here, right? Their frequency is like neutral, or maybe even here like
Mm-hmm.
willingness, like they're having trust or optimism about your product, right? They
Yeah.
join your community, whatever it is. Now, let's say you never talk to them and the product sucks. Well, then they probably go down, right? So they go to like anger or like whatever it is, right? They're like not really
Mm-hmm.
happy. Um, if it's free, like most likely they won't because it's free anyway. But like they won't go up at least, right? But now let's
Mm-hmm.
say that you call them straight up and
Mm-hmm.
you call them like super joyful, right? You call them like with a sense of like reason, a sense of like loving. You want to help them, right? You give them
Mm-hmm.
something. Now, like
Mm-hmm.
they will feel your frequency, so they will naturally go up themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's a way to do it.
Yeah. All right. Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
All
So
right, bro.
that's it for like booking calls.
For today. Bye.
And like the new way. Almost, Anoop. So that's it for like booking calls. I think that's cool. And then after that, how I got 3 sales at 50% closing rate. Well, this is probably super cool because I basically like changed 3 things. First I did 30-minute calls. I went from 30 minutes to 60 minutes.
Mm.
And I was really hesitant on this because
Mm.
I know I can close people in 30 minutes. But the problem I was having is like
Mm-hmm.
my sales process isn't that dialed in yet that I can do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I noticed that
Mm-hmm.
I was losing people on it. So I changed it to 60 minutes just because I have a little bit more time to do objection handling and everything. And each of my sales took at least an hour. So that was a really good move. So that's one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think for when you don't have like the most structured and like the most structured sales process, I don't think you should. I think you could better like give yourself a little bit more time than less time, because if you rush it, for example, during the discovery, or not going deep enough into the pain, or don't have enough time for objection handling, and yeah, that sucks. So I think you should give yourself
Yeah,
more time,
yeah,
what you've
absolutely.
just done. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I think that's extremely important.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh,
All right. So that was Dan, his connection. What's up? He's back.
okay. Uh,
Bro,
right.
you have Dan, you have to buy that Starlink. You have.
Ah,
You
yeah,
have
yeah.
to at
Yeah.
this
It
point.
was my camera actually. It said so. That's
Oh,
why.
it was your camera. You
Yeah.
heard me in okay. So like
Yeah.
you are now with we are with 3 as of now. So maybe you
Yeah.
have to
Exactly.
be, yeah, that's that's better. That's better.
Nice. Okay. So basically, that was like 60 minutes. The other thing I changed is the urgency bonus. So instead of
Mm-hmm.
like what I noticed was what people want, right? And a really
Dan,
good thing
can you
about
switch your
like jumping on
microphone?
calls and
I
uh,
hear a lot of background. Like your girlfriend is like demolishing the house or something. It sounds like that.
nice. Let's go.
All right.
All right. So
Um, but
let's
where
let's
were we?
let's take a moment to go
Yeah,
from acceptance.
to breathe and
Yes, let's take a moment to go from anger to neutrality to acceptance. And this all
yeah.
happens so we can learn and help other people do the same and
Uh,
provide love in this world and feel amazing and have peaceful and like make the world a better place. Okay? So woohoo!
nice.
All right, let's go. So basically, in a nutshell, I did the urgency bonus, so I changed that. So I like the good thing about doing sales calls, especially at the beginning. You really want to do this yourself, like do the sets yourself, do the sales calls yourself, because you'll learn what people actually want, right? You understand what they
Mhm.
want, you can like feel them and everything, and you can adjust the offer. So what I
Mhm.
realized is that people really wanted one-on-one calls with me. And first, that was
Mhm.
something I didn't want to do because I didn't want to really sell my time. But at the beginning, it's
Mhm.
okay to sell your time. It's okay to like give people an extra boost because your program is gonna suck anyway, right? So you have to like give them some more. And by giving them like one-on-one calls and everything, I noticed that people really like that. And I made it a
Mhm.
reason for them to buy on the call. I was like, okay, if you buy on this call,
Mhm.
I'm gonna give you 12 weeks one-on-one coaching with me totally for free. And normally I charge
Mhm.
like 2.5K for that, so they really see like it as an additional big bonus.
Mhm. All right. Nice. Okay. I didn't. I okay. Yeah, it surprises me a little bit. But
Why?
I think it's nice. But I don't know. Like the yeah, I don't know. Like it, but extra. No. It's actually totally okay to do that. Except for yeah, especially in the beginning. I think it's great to do that. I just didn't
Yeah,
expect it. But yeah, I think it's nice. It's a nice extra, and especially for like the startup phase, the beginning.
yeah. I mean, like l- this part, right? Not only is it good to do the sets and the sales at the beginning and try to talk with as many people as because of that you can
Mhm.
understand your sales process and what they want. But then
Mhm.
if you do delivery with them as well and you do one-on-one calls and everything, you also have an opportunity to understand
Mhm.
what they need. And because I
Yeah. Do
understand
you
what they
think
need, I
they
can bring
need
programs
I
around that.
I Yeah, I wanted to dive into that, like the difference between what they want and what they need. But do you think they need the thing you just added? Do you think they need that, or that's what they want?
Well, now yes, now they do need that because like I don't even have any videos in my program, right? So
Mm.
like
Yeah. Okay.
they definitely need it. And I just
Yeah.
like
Okay.
sell before
Yeah.
you make, right? And it also helps
Yeah.
me with creating the program because now I understand
Hmm.
way better what they need and what the process is that they're going through. So it's a
Yeah.
no brainer for anyone.
Yeah. Okay. All right, man. And when are you? When will you have the videos?
I mean, honestly, I think I'll be making and really starting with the course in like 3 weeks from now,
Hmm.
and I'll most likely really take my time for it. Like, I'll probably like make a
Hmm.
video or one or two a week or something, and then just like do it
Hmm.
over 12 weeks. I think that
Hmm.
will be really cool, and just make a fucking good program, right? Because like I can rush it, I can do it in a fucking week if I want to, right? But like I
Yeah.
don't
No,
want
there's
that.
no
I
need to
want to make
rush
a
it.
good program. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Yeah. Great things take time sometimes.
Exactly. And that's
Yeah.
good, right? So nice. Awesome. So
Yeah.
that's the urgency that really helps a lot. And then the final thing that I believe is the biggest thing is first I
Hmm.
did like an 8 day money back guarantee and I
Hmm.
extended that 8 days to 28 days. And we talked about this
Yeah.
as well. And I think it's so
Yeah. We
powerful
talked
to
a
have
lot
like a
about
no
this.
questions asked. Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
so powerful to have like a no questions asked money back guarantee because it shows
Yeah.
that you are doing this together with them, right? It's you and it's
Yeah.
me. Like either we win together or we don't win. And
Hmm.
that way like everyone feels like very like good and excited and like in it with them together. And also it pushes me
Yeah.
to make the program so good and go to that extra edge to give them the results that they want.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, I was, as you know, a little bit hesitant at the beginning. I was sort of like, yeah, what's like the additional worth you're gonna give with that? But at the end, you have to like ask yourself, why are you doing this? I mean, you and we, of course, are. Of course, one of the reasons is like making money, but it's not the main reason. You don't want to earn money just by earning money. It's just you want to earn money by making impact, and that's like the most important thing. And if you look through that lens and that vision of making impact, why not? Why won't you give that 28-day money back guarantee? Because in the end, you want to make people happy and like actually help them, not only for the longevity of the business, but also with our visions, with the visions we have, the vision we have. Yeah, I think that's actually a very very nice thing, and it will go you're an hour way, and will be, yeah, would help a lot. Yeah. And also like
Yeah,
like
exactly.
like people would have a lot more trust instantly during calls, during sales calls. And it really it's like it aligns perfectly with the person you are, Dan. It aligns perfectly. So I think it was a great decision. What was the feedback you got on that? Did you
Amazing,
get
right? People are
feedback
like, "Fuck
on
yeah,"
that? Yeah.
like, "Okay, cool, you're doing this. We're going to do this together." And like,
Yeah.
I'm very confident that that's if I didn't do that, I most likely wouldn't have made those 3 shows. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
I did two
Yeah.
shows, or like one
Yeah.
even, or maybe zero. I don't know.
Yeah.
But either way, like it comes down to like we're in it together, and that's like when you trust yourself, your own process so much,
Mm-hmm.
then
Mm-hmm.
you will like once again I talk about vibrations, right? Like I'm doing it from a place of love and like enlightenment, and that's what they
Mm-hmm.
feel as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that makes it so super powerful, right? And then also like
Yeah.
another thing, to like aside from like the frequencies and the other side of it, during the school
Mhm,
games when we won like the battle royale with the max version, I
mhm,
we sold like a mastermind offer, and in that
mhm,
mastermind offer, we had like a 30-day money back guarantee, no questions asked, right?
mhm,
And I closed like
mhm.
80% of the sales. It was like ridiculous. But in the end, we sold like
Yeah,
100 people, and we had a 30,
mhm.
like 32, 35% closing, like a refund rate, right? So
That's high.
yes, we sold for $100,000. Exactly, it's super high, right? But we lost $35,000 in
Mhm.
refunds. But
Yeah.
I can guarantee you, if we didn't have the money back guarantee, then we would most
Mm-hmm.
likely have a 50% closing rate or 40%, you know. So then we would have
Mm-hmm.
still 50 sales, $50,000 earned instead of 70,000. So even with the highest refund rate you can like possibly have, you still make more money with your money back guarantee than if you don't.
Are there like any more case studies on that? Because it would be interesting to see and maybe make a post about that.
Yeah, I mean, like
Or we
I'm
would
gonna
have to
test it
look
right
into
now.
that.
Like I'm my
Yeah,
own
yeah, yeah,
case
but
study.
yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, yeah, I know, but you get what I say. But yeah, no, interesting, bro. Thing. So yeah, I think it's good to use like a money back guarantee and like a 28 day or 30-day money back guarantee, but it should not be like the only pillar in your sales process or your delivery process. It should not be the
Uh,
only thing that convinces people and get them to work with you. Like it
for
should
sure.
not be all dependent on like a guarantee. Like that, yeah. All right, bro. Nice, good stuff.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. Like the reason people want to buy or like want to join your program should be for like the impact that you can make and like the results that you
Hmm.
can deliver, right? The money back guarantee is just a
Yeah,
way to like reverse the risk, make it a no brainer,
yeah,
and also a way for like
yeah.
showing them that you trust in your process and your in what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, it should not be like the reason they join the program should not be like what could happen? I can get my money back. Like that should not be the reason.
Exactly,
Hmm.
exactly.
But that's not the case. So nice. All
Awesome,
right.
cool. What are your three main insights from this session together?
Mm, yeah, of course we spoke about this, like about anything. Uh, like the only thing that was like actually new for me is like the vibration stuff, the frequency stuff. But
Mhm.
I have like I have a few like things I learned from that, like what I earlier told you, like that when you get in a in a lower frequency, that um it will go it will I'm looking for the right words, but if you get in a lower frequency, that will cause you to attract like stuff that's not good for you. That was like very big inside of me. So like that one, but also the importance of momentum and discipline. And I think like if I think about this again right now, I think that like it's in the little stuff. Like your vibration or your frequency can be changed or will change through like little stuff you do or you don't do. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm will you come up like with the like we already have like a tracking sheet for the as you showed
Mhm.
for the live today, love tomorrow, unite forever. But is it like interesting to keep like a tracking sheet? Is it possible even to keep a tracking sheet for something like your frequency or stuff that affects that? Or
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a good question. Like your frequencies will basically like your tracking sheet for like live today, love tomorrow, unite forever, like the daily things
Hmm.
that you need to do in order for you to hit the goals, will
Hmm.
reflect your frequency. Because if you didn't do the
Yeah.
things that you know you should be doing in order for you to get the results, then most likely something happened that caused you to go on a lower frequency and not to do them.
Hmm. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Nice. And all I think this was a
Awesome.
great great episode, bro. I think we will also keep getting better and better at this, and I think the value concentration is a little bit higher in this one.
And later.
And
Yeah.
we would have to look into the latency that there is between us and the quality of the live
Yeah.
stream. But I'm sure we'll come up
Yeah.
with a solution for
We'll
that.
learn as we go. But the good thing is
I'll
like
keep learning.
we just we start, right? We just great
Yeah.
idea. Start doing it and make progress in our business, in our podcast, in our personal lives, and everything.
Mhm.
So let's keep on
Mhm.
doing that. If you
Yeah.
want to follow along for the journey,
Yeah.
amazing. Super excited to have you part of it. Feel free to subscribe, follow us, and yeah, let's keep winning together. And
Yeah, and
stay
let us know what
limitless.
you think of this, and if you have any
Yes, for
ideas.
sure.
Stay limitless.
Yeah, let's do it. Cool.